the game number 2, Archie.
Game number 2 between Malaysia and Vietnam. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, and we can see, hang on, Chico on the Ruby in the jungle.
Oh, so it's gonna be a Ruby jungler, and the XP will of course formace with the Paquito.
Yikes. This is a very unusual circumstance, but we have seen Malaysia make it work, and you can see in the early game that poke damage and that wave clear is still going to be very much heavily in favor of Malaysia. After that though, we'll see if the aggressive picks, the Valentina, the Benedetta from the side of Vietnam can actually get the value plays in the early game as Momo actually gets pressured away.
Yeah, and I think Mid might help. He doesn't want to play, you know,
going
into the late game composition, but suddenly the first blood that goes into the hand of Malaysia with the nice iron hook coming from Yums.
Hey, ain't laughing now. That was an iron hook that just spelled his doom, and just like that, early on, just level 2, Malaysia has an advantage. They're getting a bit of gold from the tower plating, as on the other side of the map, you already see Yoga and Formis just duking it out, but both will be backing away as soon, yet again, once the turtle starts spawning, we'll see both teams actually pressure each other to try and get a bit of an advantage.
Yep, agree with that. And it's a bad thing for Vietnam because they lose this cloud, which is really needs an item, right?
Oh, as we say, needing item though, the king actually gets a pick onto Formace, but now you can see Chiku try and get a trade back as Moon tries to help him out. Chiku will be able to do a lot of damage. The king will get taken down, and Malaysia, they have traded 1-for-1, but they want to go for some more. But that is the power of that Valentina on Need My Help. He comes in, and just like that, Malaysia is forced to back away.
Okay, and interesting because we know how strong Benedetta as well, right? In the early games, he can make some outplay stuff here with the Benedetta. But if he already got ganking by 3 members or 2 members, I think it's very hard for the king, especially if he doesn't have enough ability to run out.
Both teams going for the turtle right now, but the card control advantage, as we mentioned, World of Relations being used by both these teams, and look at that.
Low HP with the guiding wind, so escape is there for Vietnam. But the thing is, when it comes to the team fight, Momo needs to be the insurance for Malaysia because only he has the damage enough for Malaysia.
In the late game, they're going to be forced to pick between Moon and Momo to ensure that we'll have to see who actually is the one that is being targeted by Vietnam, because both of them can do an insane amount of damage in the late game. And look at Chiku's emblem though. Just noticed.
Yeah, it's
so the bounty hunter.
Yeah, because he wants to get more, you know, money, more item quite fast. But Yams with the flicker and also the bloody Hanarashi.
Oh, but the blazing duet being used to counter that play, and now Malaysia is on the back foot as Vietnam looks for more. It's not over yet though, and now it does say that Momo is the one with a double kill, and they will go for Yoga as well. Real world manipulation doing a lot of damage, and the immobilize will ensure that Momo gets a triple kill, and they will come out on top.
Yes, Vietnam maybe got 2 members from Malaysia, but the thing is, it's gonna be a it's triple kill for Momo, which is we know that gold lane is gonna be the the insurance for the mid into the late game, right? And Momo already got the triple kill hero just now. As we take a look to the replay, Momo is just so free. Even the blazing duet gave a lot of poke damage just now, but the thing is the backup coming from Moon is very fast as well.
It's very fortunate that Momo was not caught in that blazing duet, so he was relatively healthy. And now Yums is looking for a play. The hook does not land though, and now Vietnam has a bit of control at the turtle pit. Will Malaysia try and contest? They do not have the element of surprise. The king already pressuring Malaysia away. Like the final blaze being used, Moon is forced to back away. Turtle being secured by Vietnam, and Malaysia is forced to concede. But look at that, Formace actually goes in. He will get taken, not out. He escapes with a sliver HP, and Yums will be able to stop the rest of Vietnam. They get the turtle, and they won't be able to secure the kill onto Formace. What was that? How was that possible?
Look at the outplay coming from Formace with the juke. They're coming from this Paquito. No one can cut him from Vietnam. How is that possible, Archie?
He was so low. I don't. Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's like maybe a pixel HP just now, but look at the bloody hand again and again, Archie.
With the blazing duet, though, that is a counterplay attempted by the side of Vietnam, but it won't be enough. Although the shutdown is actually got picked up by the Claude, but on the other side of the map, you can see that Vietnam, they are a lot more proactive here. You make a play on one side of the map, we will take advantage in the other. Right here, you can see, destroyed right there. And in the turret though, they won't be able to actually defend. Malaysia goes for picks onto Need My Help, but he is a bit too far alone. You can see that the guiding wind is attempted, but there we go. He actually succeeds in saving his teammate's life. What a play from Nart.
What is this game, Arishi? You know, it's like one HP pixel coming from the King. And, sorry, I mean from Need My Help. And Need My Help still able to survive. Wow. And it's unfortunately maybe because Malaysia, they cannot punish him in the bottom lane just now, because again and again Matilda with the guiding wind saves everyone's out.
The guiding wind is definitely a big nuisance to a team that wants to get as many pickoffs as Malaysia. And if you look at the gold advantage, it's actually quite even, although you can see that when it comes to objectives, Malaysia has a bit of an edge, and now they have more vision to play around with, and maybe with their abundance of crowd control, they're gonna try and attempt pickoffs in the jungle of Vietnam.
Okay, and now the turtle is already being poked by Vietnam and Malaysia. It seems like they want to try to clear the lane as soon as possible and let the Vietnam takes the turtle objective here.
Wow.
Because they don't want to take a risk. If they have a big team fight with 5 versus 5 team fight here, I think Vietnam still have a chance to win the team fight, because they only have Franco. This is why they have to look out for the potential to just pick off one by one.
Circling Eagle by Nart though starts to fight, but here Blazing Duet is being used as well, and pure chaos erupts between both these teams as Momo gets a kill, but will it be enough? Both teams still having advantage here as Momo is forced to exit from the fight as Nart is backing up. Need My Help. He is full HP with the stolen I'm Offended. He will try and make a play for Chiku. Chiku though strikes back, tries to make plays happen as Momo secures that final kill. Circling Eagle is being used yet again, but not be able to secure that kill. Double kill for Momo as Malaysia once again comes out on top.
Oh my god! What a holy war in the bottom lane just now. I thought the Chico will die, you know.
He was very, very low, but here the King goes in with the electro final blow. Formace will try and punish him for it. He is still on the hunt, but Yoga will be able to push him away. Both these teams very, very aggressive as the King will be pushed back finally.
Oh
wow.
I'm so speechless, Arashi.
I'm Offended being used right here with that ultimate mega kill for Momo. And look at that. The Blazing Duet actually does so much damage to the 3 people, but Malaysia are able to survive. The double kill for Momo yet again. That's a 3-for-1 for Vietnam. They are making a lot of crazy aggressive plays, and I'm not sure if that's the way to go.
Wow. Oh my god. Now Malaysia, they are trying to find something else here. They cannot do, like I said earlier, they cannot do a huge team fight 5 versus 5. But they have to do the pick off strategy here with the Iron Hood coming from Yams, and even with Chiku with the I'm Offended. But trying to catch the King is kind of a little bit maybe hard. But Lord now is already being poked by Vietnam. Meanwhile, Malaysia knows it, and they won't try to contest it.
Right, so far it seems that Vietnam has an advantage when it comes to the neutral objectives. Formace tries to make a play happen, but here comes Malaysia. I'm Offended to Nart. He will be bursted down, but the Blazing Duet is stopped by the Bloody Hunt. He will actually get taken out. That's Momo just going out of control. 3 members down for the members of Vietnam, with only 2. Malaysia sees an opportunity. They go for the aggressive play, and they will take away the purple buff as well.
Wow, Vietnam, it's gonna be a useless alert, I could say, because they lose to 4 members after they got the Lord. And the problem is, like I said it earlier, Malaysia, the backup is very, very fast, and the damage is already there for Momo with 11 kills. What? And also the gold elite coming from Malaysia in how much, 3K?
3K, more or less. I mean, Vietnam, they have to try and find a way to get Momo out of the equation. He is absolutely a lot of damage in this fight, but look at that. That's the Blazing Duet being used, but he will actually be able to escape with his life. Manipulation being propped up by Moon to try and get something else, but that is a play being made by Vietnam. And now here we go. Yoga and the King coming in to cut off the members of Malaysia. Chiku as well as Momo won't be able to survive. That's a shutdown. And just like that, Vietnam take the game.
Yeah, I think Malaysia cannot force the team fight right now, especially it's only 4 versus 2 in the mid lane. Meanwhile, Hehe is coming to giving a help in the mid lane right now, but Forme is still able to survive again and again. The Bloody Hunt connects. They're coming from Yums here, but he won't be able to survive too long.
Rune Collision being used by both these teams, but Vietnam eventually comes out on top. Only the King taken out from their roster as the members of Malaysia finally start respawning, but now Vietnam has a window of opportunity to try and get those objectives on the side lanes.
They need this lord, I think. The second lord is going to be an important objective for both of the team, especially because Malaysia, they already have like 5 turrets in their hand. Meanwhile, Vietnam, they can try to do the split push here on into the bottom lane and also the top lane. And for the items, maybe Cloud doesn't have enough gold if you compare to the Batrix here with the 9.8k gold. He already has that Blade of Despair and also the Wind of Nature, but both of the gold laner already has it. So I think for the physical damage coming from Malaysia, they have to hold it a little bit until Cloud is already being used that Wind of Nature. And the positioning from Gnard, I think it's very, very important because, you know, with the Guiding Wind, it can change it. It can change everything. It can turn the table for Vietnam. It's still a 50-50 condition for both of the teams. It can be anyone games.
It's still anyone's game for sure, as Vietnam, they have a very huge advantage in the burst department, right? The Carmilla and the Claude. If Hehe and Yoga can actually make a huge play, maybe something can happen, but Nard gets hooked. But the Circling Eagle is being used, and Yums instead will be the main target. He is able to escape with his life, but look at that, Chiku actually getting taken very, very low as Vietnam chase a bit too far. They get punished. That is 2 members down. That is 3 members down as Yoga runs away, but the King tries to make a play happen. It will not be good enough though, as double kill is being picked up by Momo, and Yoga runs for his life. The waves are available for Malaysia. They might just go for the end here, and look at the knockback being done by 4 minutes yet again. Shut done by Chiku, and Malaysia take out Vietnam. They go for the base right here. Minions are available, and that will be Malaysia sealing the deal.
2-0. It's almost a close game for Vietnam, but unfortunately, Malaysia is still able to counter it back, and Malaysia goes into the